now, just relaxing. The lads are at the.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Point Fighter Live. I'm here with my man Dean Barry. What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
Awesome, awesome. Hey, so you guys are getting that notification now. You're watching the recorded show. Thanks for tuning in. Well, Dean Barry, world champion point fighter. He's been making a scene now in the MMA world, and he's actually fighting this weekend at the Titan FC, right? So in Fort Lauderdale. You're actually here in Fort Lauderdale now, right?
Yeah, yeah, I'm staying here in Fort Lauderdale. It's pretty nice.
Nice. Hey, so um, you got your matchup this weekend. It's not the what's your record right now in MMA, by the way?
Now, I've just had two fights. I'm 1-on-1 at the minute.
You're 1-1 at the minute, and you've come over to the United States as well to fight, right? Before, like for MMA, right?
Yeah, my first fight, I got a 2-minute knockout in Kansas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, now, how long of a flight is it over here, and how does it affect you? Like, does it affect you at all compared to having a fight over there in Europe?
Well, you see, we flew an hour to London, but then we had to fly 8 hours and 30 minutes to Florida, which was long. And then I couldn't get all the water I needed because I needed to start my water loading, so I had to drink 8 liters on Monday, and I couldn't get the right amount of water, so I didn't know what I was drinking or what the fuck I was putting in my body. So even food wise, it was just a bit difficult. But and we were up so many hours because with the time zone difference, so that was a bit of a
Yeah.
stressful day. It's fine. Other than that, no, it's everything's alright.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah. So you have to make sure you come early, right? Any advice out there for fighters if you're traveling like across the pond? Just come maybe a day earlier. Maybe you think a few days before. You've been here already since like Monday, right?
Yeah, I would come. If you're fighting professionally, and you need to do the proper cuts, then you need to be here. You probably need to be here the week before to do the water cut. Otherwise, you're gonna get a big shock when you come over to the heat here, the time difference, and trying to cut that
Yes.
weight and then fly over. It restricts you. So I give yourself at least 5 days here to get used to the time zone.
Yeah, man. Yeah, especially if you have to cut weight. That's like you said, you were like, you're kind of dehydrated, right? On a long flight, you're kind of feeling a little
Yeah.
weak, maybe because you're already cutting. That you're starting that process already. Now, Titan FC, you guys can watch it on UFC Fight Pass, so it's pretty cool. It's an awesome organization, and all their fights are on UFC Fight Pass. But if you guys are if you're in Florida, especially South Florida, you got to make sure you come and support Dean. We got to support Dean right here. He's gonna fight in just a few days. The fight is Friday. It's gonna be at the Extreme Sports Park here in Fort Lauderdale. It's a great venue. It's their 55th show. It's a great organization to fight for. And now your opponent is Corey Samuel, right? That's who you're fighting this weekend. Do you know any? I know he's from South Florida, and he comes from like a Muay Thai background, right? Any other information you could tell us about him?
I haven't, to be honest. He has the same record as me. I haven't looked. He's doing. I know he's doing MMA about 6 years or something, but I haven't looked at him. I watched him for about 20 seconds, and then I just kind of knew. Then
Boom.
yeah. It's not my job to watch them. I just go out and do my thing, and I'm just gonna fight me and just fucking I'm gonna bulldoze him straight away from the bell. That's the plan.
Yes, sir, man. That's good. I can't wait to see you this weekend. Now, point fighting, it's a different world than this, right? This MMA is actually a whole other world, right? Um, like how do you divide your training? Because in the MMA you got jujitsu, wrestling, Muay Thai, of course you also still train the karate, but how do you balance all that out?
It's pretty hard. Mostly like I train twice a day, every day. I haven't had a single day off in about 8 weeks. So um, it's mentally draining, but you just have to put the time in because we in point fighting we have one specific art that we learn, but in MMA, like you said, you've about 6 or 7 different disciplines, and I dive straight in professionally and just threw myself at the deep end. So I'm working really hard on my wrestling and jiu-jitsu. So you just have to make time for it if you want to. If you want to go all the way in the sport, you need to put your life into it and forget any distractions like nights out, women, everything, just the whole lot. Like you need to just put it behind you and focus on training.
Yeah, man, you're all in. You're all in on this. Now, hey, for the Titan FC, if you guys want to watch it, you guys want to tune in, you can watch it on UFC Fight Pass. But if you're here, you can get tickets, and it's pretty easy to do. All you have to do is go to, let's see if I can get the image here for this on the directions on how to do it. So basically, you just go to, they have a website and you could pick a fighter. You could pick Dean. Here it is. All right, so here it is. So Titan FC, you go to cagetix.com/Titan, and from there, it's very easy. You select the tickets, the type of tickets you want, the fighter. Of course, you select Dean, right? So he gets the credit for that. And really simple. It's going to be awesome. Like I said, it's an awesome organization, and you guys don't want to miss it. Now, I know that you're right now in this week, right? You got here on Monday, right? Monday, was it? Yeah, and
Monday,
you had a little bit
yeah.
of you had a long layover, but then there's a little story about you had a little bit of issues, right, with your luggage.
Bro, they fucking lost all our bags. Three of us. We lost everything. Then they said it won't arrive till Thursday night. So my brother and my friend were walking around in fucking Walmart clothes because we didn't know what we were getting, and it's been really, really difficult. I had to go out and spend a bomb on getting all these new clothes in again, and it was such a stress on the body, and I had all my sweat stuff out, my training gear, my scales. I had everything, and I had to go and do it again. And then, but last Thursday we lost my auntie passed away to cancer, so I'm missing the funeral. The funeral was today, so it was just so hard for me being here, and then that made it worse. And I know my family are really sad at home at the minute, just over the funeral today. So I just have to get the job done and do it for them. Just be strong.
Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, my condolences and prayers to you and the family. And you said sacrifice. You're over here. You could have easily just canceled the fight and or postponed it and fought again just to be, that everybody would have understood. But you're here and you're ready to fight. Against some of the odds, and you lost some of your luggage and you had to go buy some new stuff now compared. And so where'd you go buy your stuff at? Like, because I know where you're from, it's different here. It's different out here.
Yeah, bro, we didn't know what the fuck was going on. We just found a Walmart close by,
Yeah,
and the three was going around in Walmart clothes like three fucking gobshites. And then we rented a car, so we got more clothes, and fucking we start going to proper sporting shops like fucking Dick's and all. No, Dick's Goods, whatever that is.
Did you get your cup and everything? That's it at
Dick's?
Yeah,
I got me cup at Dick's. Dick's has everything to protect your dick as well.
Hey,
yeah, no, it's good, bro. I'm in good spirits.
Hey, Mark Plucker, he's like, can you get to the program without a curse word?
Fuck off, Mark.
Hey.
Yeah, he's worse than me.
Hey, so back to the fight. How do you see the fight? Is how many rounds? It's 3 rounds.
Yeah, 3 5-minute rounds.
Nice, man. Nice. Hey, and how do you see the fight? How are you visualizing the fight to go?
To be
KO,
honest,
submission.
To be honest, he's a southpaw, and I fight orthodox. So his liver is just asking to get side kicks. So he fights with a very high guard as well. So I'm just gonna piece him up, and then eventually he'll just expose his head kick for me. So that's just what I'm seeing, and that's just what I want to go for. Like, I'm just gonna attack the body, and then I'll just take his head, or if it goes to the ground, then I'll submit him. But the fight's not going to finish by a decision. It's gonna go out with a KO or a submission. So either one, and I feel good. I feel really strong. I'm a lot bigger this year. Like
Yeah,
carrying a lot more muscle, and I'm in better shape and stuff. And I've been working really, really hard. And I've had a lot fucking going on with the last week, so nothing's gonna stop me. I'm gonna just go straight for it, and I'll
yeah.
put 'em away fast.
Maybe we'll see a sweep. Maybe we'll see a Dean Barry sweep.
Oh, 100%. 100. I'm gonna do
Woo!
mad shit. I'm gonna run across the cage and all. I don't even know what I'm gonna do.
Man, I'm getting hyped up. I can't wait to be there. Now, you also had a little fun down here. Some beach or not fun, maybe training, right? It's fun to train in the beach and stuff. I saw you at the beach yesterday, right? How did you enjoy that? Was that the first time?
Yeah, that was my first time. I got fucking sunburn and everything, like all over my shoulders, and the sea was so hot. Like when you go on the
Uh,
sea in Ireland, it's like you lose your balls. Like it's so cold. So it's a big
yeah,
difference.
man. It's kind of easy to cut weight in Miami because it's so hot, right? You don't need a steam room. You just go outside with your
Well,
suit. That's it.
I did. So I cut a lot of weight. Like I started this camp at 185 pounds. So yeah, so I usually cut about 15 pounds on fight week, and even today I done a sweat run outside for like 30 minutes, and I lost like 5 pounds, and it just falls off you, man. It's so hot out here.
Yeah, man. Hey, and tomorrow's the weigh-in, right?
Yeah, 2 p.m. it weighs in, and they told me today I'll be fighting at around. I'm opening up the main card, so I'll be fighting about 8 o'clock.
All right.
Or
Yeah,
I
and
think
show starts at 7, right? And you're gonna be on the main card, so that will be on the fight pass for sure. So that's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm open. They want me to open. They wanted me to open up the fight pass because
Whew,
just my
that's
fighting
awesome.
style. Like they said there'll be a lot of traffic on it, so they want me just to just go out and do my thing. Like
Man, that's awesome, bro. You know that we're behind you. The sport karate world is behind you, and we always love it when one of our guys crosses over like that because it makes us
look good.
gives respect. Yeah, it gives us respect, and it's great to see. And of course, point fighting isn't everything. You need to do, you got to be well rounded. But in everything, but we have your back. We can't wait for you to fight and to win. And um, I know you're gonna celebrate big time after the win, right? Right. When do you leave? When do you leave?
I leave Saturday because it's my birthday when I get home, and then my auntie's getting married.
Yeah,
So I want to be home for the wedding. But I've kind of changed my lifestyle around. Like I don't really drink anymore. I go
yeah,
out like crazy. I've just kind of fell in love with this, and I'm just giving it everything. So I'll have a bit of fun with my friends. My coach. I'm more
yeah, man.
excited about what.
Hanging out. We gotta hang out, and maybe you're cutting all this weight. You gotta eat good, right? Maybe we gotta get a nice celebration steak or something, for
That's
sure.
the plan. I'd rather go get a nice food and just fucking just enjoy and soak in the win and all the hard work we've done and stuff. But of course I'll have a drink, but I'm not gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, bro. You gotta keep your eye on the prize right there, which is the ultimate is to one day make it on UFC, of course, right?
That's the plan, bro. Like
Yeah,
I
man.
after this fight, I'm just gonna get straight back to training on Monday because I want
Yeah,
to. There's a few cards coming up like in Europe and stuff that I want to dive straight into, and I want to just keep my momentum going because I've had a year layoff, and I've had fights pulled out on me fucking a few times, and then I've just had to I've just kind of respected the game and just got better. You
man,
have to.
it's hard for point fighters to get fights sometimes because in full contact, like everybody I talk to, because you're not, as far as like full contact fighting, like point fighting is not pro, of course. So, but then they see you like you're not really an amateur. You have fights and stuff, a lot of fights. So people kind of get scared with that, right? With
You know what? You
wanting
know
to
what was
fight a
happening to
point
me?
fighter.
What kept happening to me with like fights not get like people not get accepting fights with me was because I would, my record. I've only had two MMA fights, but I haven't had any amateur. But then, if they say, "Well, what's your kickboxing record?" I'm like, "It's 0-0 because I've
It's
never
all in
fucking
all.
done." And then they
Exactly.
go and Google me, and then they see like I've won world champions and championships and multiple ones and all this crap, and then they're like, well, he's had nearly fucking 1,000 fights or something like. So it's different, you know. But the point fighting, it helps me a lot
Yeah.
with dealing with the pressure of fighting here. Like I don't have any nerves, or because I've been fighting in front of people my whole life since I'm fucking 10, so I don't know anything
Yeah.
else. And it's helped me with a lot of I use point fighting a lot in MMA, but there's times where I don't, where you have to turn a bit into a bit of a vicious fighter, and you have to give them a fucking smack, you know. But then mostly I'll stick to that my
Hey,
elusive kind of point fight.
3 last quick questions. What are you gonna eat after you weigh in?
Here I've three bags of Reese's. There's white Reese's, I've fucking Reese's with Smarties in them, I've normal Reese's, and I
Woo.
have these fucking honey drop thing. Man, I've loads of shit there, so
What do you
loads.
listen to? What do you listen to before pre-fight? Your pre-fight. What do you listen to?
George Michael.
Oh, George Michael. There you go, some old school. And last one, do you have a fight song? Do they let you come up with your own
Yeah,
song?
I'm walking out to the Kickboxer song, you know, in the movie The Kickboxer with Jean Claude Van Damme. I have to. It's my
Oh man,
favorite movie.
that's gonna be awesome, bro. That's gonna be awesome. Hey, I'm excited. I'll see you there. I know you're still training, right? You're cutting weight. You took the
Yeah,
time off to
uh,
talk to me. Uh, so thanks a lot for that.
yeah.
Kick some butt. I'll see you soon.
I'll
All
see you
right.
Friday. Yeah? Are you going to be there? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'll be there. I'll make sure I go see you before you fight. All right.
Yeah, fucking right.
And
Come into
we'll
me.
hang out after. Yes, sir. Power baby. Woo!
See you
Make
later,
sure you
buddy.
support Dean Barry this Friday. Get your tickets. Watch on UFC Fight Pass. Let's support our sport right here. Power baby.